Hello folks, this is another one of these hit and miss brands that I've had before. I don't show you all of the ones that I've had by this particular manufacturer because I don't think they're all that great. And it's Kapok guitars. We've had a video on them before when I came across some nice, reasonable models. The thing about Kapok is they actually make tons of guitars, and their own particular proprietorship is not very well known. I stay away from 3/4 and undersized guitars. I picked up a couple by this brand because I think they're actually fairly decent. This is a laminate spruce top, but it's a reasonably good sounding board, and with a mahogany back and sides, got a real rosewood fretboard, which you don't find a lot on undersized guitars. It does have a truss rod too, which is good for an undersized guitar. It's an interesting headstock. It's got a small volute on the back. I don't know if you can see that there. The one downer about this is the keys are smaller. They're like electric guitar key tuners. Other than that, it's fully bound, double purfled around the edges. It's actually really nice, but they come absolutely terrible setup. So this one had an action a mile high. The frets were awful. I did about an hour and a half work on this to get it sounding good. But once I cleaned the frets up, oiled the board, set the action, it's actually a nice little playing 3/4 size auditorium guitar. It does have the strap buttons on the back as well, which is nice. I got two of these. This is the Spruce model, and I also got a, just to check it out, the Mahogany, which I really like, this one. Same thing on this, same appointments except for it's mahogany all the way around instead of having the spruce top, but the rest of it's the same. It's a handsome little 3/4 size guitar. It's got that parlor guitar sound, if you like that, very sweet. But these are actually decent little made guitars, but you got to do a lot of setup on them. Out of the box, they just play awful. So, like I said, I don't really mess with undersized guitars that often, but I decided to give these a try because I've always got people sort of looking for them. And these look nice, so I thought I'd set a couple up and see how they do. I've matched them with smaller gig bags, so they're good to go. Hopefully we'll find hums for these soon. But you know, I've bought Kapok guitars and not done videos about them. I recently got a couple of their dreadnoughts that were being sold very, very cheap. And they both arrived with snapped headstocks off. So I just returned them and didn't do anything more with that company for a while until I saw these. You know, it's one of those companies where you have to be discerning. Not everything they do is great. They do some fairly cheap, let's say low customer service ethic guitars. They don't pack stuff very well. They don't do any sort of quality control. Stuff gets sent out rough, but you can make good guitars out of them if you know how to pick the better models. So I just wanted to show you these two 3/4 size. One's a TLG16, the other a TLG17. Different woods, and I think these can be made into decent guitars. And I get people that want these for travel too, so it's not just kids or smaller framed people, women that want these smaller guitars. Occasionally I get people who want to pick them up for travel guitars, camping guitars, because they take what, 3 inches less room than a regular auditorium guitar. I don't know, but anyway, I'm glad they do, so I can find stuff and check it out and take care of those folks too. All right, Kapok 3/4 guitars. See you next time.